Let me explain this because the significance of this study is really monumental. We know that the virus particles, SARS-CoV-2, are carried in the air, not just in large droplets from a sneeze or cough, but they're airborne. And they can remain airborne for minutes or even hours in some cases. So to reduce the risk of airborne transmission of this virus is a high priority. It's been extremely difficult to design an experiment that allows us to know what is happening in that air system. How do we know what the reductions are in the air? And we've been working for several months now with a lab in California, Innovative Bioanalysis, to do just that. And what we did here was we designed an experiment where we used air samplers, not surface samples or swabs or anything like that, but air samplers to measure what is happening in the air as the virus is introduced into a room with the package 14 in operation. We used the same large chamber that we've used in other studies, so it's 8 by 8 by 20 feet or 1,280 cubic feet. In this study, the virus was aerosolized into that chamber at 15-minute intervals. So it wasn't just introduced once, it was introduced at multiple times in a cross-directional mode. And the idea was to simulate what would happen in a real room as that virus could be introduced. And it may be from a sneeze or cough, or it may just be someone just breathing it, and it is introduced into that room environment. So we wanted to simulate as closely as possible what happens in the real world, how that virus is transmitted. We did use a control in this study. Again, a control is the natural decay that occurs where the virus just decreases in numbers without any treatment effect. And it's important to have a control because otherwise the treatment effect is overstated. So we did do a control in this study and as a whole separate study, and we did subtract the results from the control from the results we got in the treatment effect. The test results were outstanding. We observed a 99.96 reduction in the airborne virus. And it was a reduction that began on contact and continued over the 3-hour period that was tested in this study.